Zanzi, and welcome to the season finale of Tuned In SA. I'm Kriya Ganga, and joining me is the one, the only, Vic Pardell.
Give it up. Can you absolutely believe how quickly the weeks have flown by while we were shooting here at the car cave? But what's really exciting coming up on this episode is that we get to hand over the Ranger Double D cab back to its owner, Gary.
Yep, we cannot wait to see the look on his face. But for now, let's check out what's coming up in this episode. I get chauffeured in a super special aqua Polo. Normally I would be driving, but I decided, since I want to be fancy, I'm going to get driven.
And I get to hit the track in this powerful Toyota Supra, which just made my day. It really, when you put the foot down, just listen to that, right? And believe it or not, after 10 long weeks, Gary is gonna finally get his Ranger back. Just the final moments before we reveal this bad boy. How are you feeling?
Excited.
Well, Vic, you can definitely see that the guys from Big Boss Auto did a lot of work to that Ford Ranger.
Now, you got to give it to the boys there in the south of Joburg. They usually, focus and concentrate on performance cars and coupes, but this time they wanted to level up on the double cab territory, and they did a fantastic job. Knocked that double D cab out of the ballpark, but roundabout. Now, we're going to go check this girl cruising out in a Polo. It's a very unique Polo. Why? Because this guy decided to incorporate some water features.
And you know what's the best part about it? It ain't a guy, it's a girl. So we're doing things a little bit different today because it is the finale of Tuned In SA. And normally I would be driving, but I decided, since I want to be fancy, I'm gonna get driven. So Risa is driving me around today in aqua Polo. Risa, tell me a little bit about how you got into modified cars.
So Kriya, modified cars, the car scene, car shows have been part of my life for the longest time. I come from a family of mostly the male species, so that explains the most of it. I've been in the car scene for, I think, 12 years, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it all started off with my dad. He does car shows, so...
Okay, that would make sense.
That makes sense.
So, $1 million question, are the fish real?
Okay, yes, the fish are real. Like I said, it's a fully operational fish tank, so yes, the fish are real.
Do they live in there all the time?
No, they don't. The fish actually have a tank at home where they stay in. The fish are only put in for car shows.
Talk me through some of the mods.
That would obviously be the fish tank. That goes without saying. The fish tank, then we've put in, like I said, lights in the rim, also something that's not common. And then I've got the Rolls-Royce roof lining with the stars. Also, we've recently done the interior pink, because I'm a girl. But yeah, that's basically it. It's just interior and exterior mods. And then also I've got in a air suspension kit. So you would have noticed that the car goes right down. So yeah, the car is riding on air.
The lights in the rims are super unique. How did you actually do it? And where did the idea come from?
Okay, to be honest with you, that wasn't my idea. That idea came from my husband. Where he thought about it, how he thought about it, I have no idea. But yeah, we made it work.
What were some of the challenges you faced with her?
Okay, so number one, the fish tank had to be custom made. It's not something that we just go to the shop and say, hey, I need a fish tank for my boot. So yeah, that had to be custom made. Another issue that sometimes we do face is the air suspension. The airbags can pop, and then I'm stuck in the middle of the road and I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, other than that, no issues. She's the baby, she's my baby.
What are some of your proudest moments?
Okay, I've entered shows before, well, not many. The recent one that I've entered is Ladies in Stance. I won Best Air for that one. And then, yeah, like, everybody's just in awe when they see the car, they see the fish. It's just like, how did you do that? What were you thinking? It's just the reaction that I get from people is ecstatic.
What's next? Are we done from here?
To be honest with you, I've pretty covered most of it. I'm not sure what there is still to do, but yeah, she is what she is.
Well, Raisa, thank you so much for being on our finale, and I think it is the perfect way to end off the season. Don't you agree?
So I've been blessed to attend various shows, both locally as well as internationally across the pond, and I've seen a lot of different cars. But I haven't seen one quite as unique as that one.
Yep, and you know what's the best part about it? It comes in a matching set. His and hers. I mean, talk about couple goals.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep it, you know, when you're in love, you gotta keep it together, girl. So this week, let's go check out what's happening on Spotted. This week on Spotted, we bring you a transformed Toyota Hilux hybrid. Now, if you're looking for ways to transform your bakkie or double cab, then take notes. The back fender has been lifted, all the wheels have been redone, and the front has completely been modified, making the car look mean. That mean, lean grille. So even though the season's coming to an end, guys, girls, boys, and uncles, do not forget, please keep on tagging us, man. Teaser spot us for any of those fresh rides you see at the local stance shows, in the parking lot, or cruising past you on the highway. Up next, I get to pedal. Actually not pedal, more like pedal shift, the brand new Toyota Supra, and a little bit later, we get to see the grand reveal of that sexy Ford Ranger. How do you feel? Do you like the color? The color is very unique. You like
I
it?
love the color. I love it. I love it.
Welcome back to Tuned in SA. Now, we have had some sweet rides on the track, and we have one more in store for you. Vic is standing by with that Supra.
It's come down to this, the final episode. And of course, we had to leave the best for last. Today, I'll be riding and sliding a super wide, sexy, hipped, 5th generation Toyota Supra. As you can see, this car is embraced by Liberty Walk silhouette kit. It's got front bumper, back bumper, side skirts, big wide arches. Everything's going on. This is a complete kit that you can purchase from Liberty Walk. My favorite part of this car is this rear section right here. And this one right here has got the sexiest hips I've seen all season. Got a diffuser happening lower bottom, and you got this big Liberty Walk aero spoiler to help with the downforce when you're clapping that 300 kilometer mark at the local racetrack. Let's head over to the interesting section of this beautiful ride. Let's start off with the most obvious one. We're running a Nitrous Express nitrous system. Why? Because just in case you're lagging a little bit behind your opponent, you press that magic button and A4 away, you're overtaking the competition, son. This one right here makes 750 horsepower. The expensive stuff. We got some armor speed intake, carbon fiber all around. Why? Because that is how you make a Toyota Supra's engine look really good. Let's go check out the interior real quick. The most important add-ons in this interior, there's 2 of them. Let me point them out for you real quick. The first is obviously your AirX, controls your air ride system, makes it go up, down, and makes everybody break necks when you rock up at the parking lot. And then the second is my personal favorite. See these little red add-ons? They're called toggle switches. And these are to activate the nitrous, this is to purge the nitrous, and basically it's the buttons that make you go that little bit faster. For a car that's making 590, let's round it off to a 750 horsepower. It is smooth. When I mean smooth, it's like silky smooth. Everything is encompassed really, really well. Got an ECU Tech software up here, exceeds being tinkling here and there. 357 boys had a full go at the exhaust system. We got downpipes, exhaust all the way back to the dun. But besides that, we've also got an 800 turbo little upgrade. What can I tell you about the performance? What can I say? This car is just a fun car to drive around. It really, when you put the foot down, just listen to that, right? This car is definitely one of a kind here on this African continent. There is no other Toyota Supra with the Liberty Walk silhouette kit rolling the streets. This car looks so good that you could literally park it next to a McLaren Senna, and I think this car would still get more looks than a Senna. And that's quite an achievement. And that is how we close down another epic season here in Tuned In SA. I've had the honor and the pleasure of piloting 10 of the very best cars that Mzansi's got to offer, and we're finishing it off with this sexy wide hip Toyota Supra. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting the season. This is the kind of caliber cars that we're throwing at you every single season without fail. Keep it locked right here on Tuned In SA.
You know what, Vic? It is the end of the season, and I am extremely upset with you.
Wow.
Because you have not taken me to the track. I have not felt the wind in my hair. This is BS.
Okay, girl.
BS.
I'm gonna take you over to the track. I'm gonna strap you in my E36 2JZ powered drift car. I'm gonna strap you in tight because you're a petite kind of girl, so I'm gonna make sure the belts are tight. I'm gonna put that thing first, second, third, and fourth gear, and I'm gonna drift that thing way up close, tight to the wall, and you're gonna be screaming like you're a 16-year-old girl all over again. But until we get to that day, let's head over to Las Vegas and check what we got up to at SEMA. Let me introduce to you a man who's created something special here. This is my boy Jason. How are you, Jay?
All right, good.
You good?
Yes, sir.
So I'm a performance-minded kind of guy, bro. I appreciate all cars, new school, old school, and everything in between. This car is pretty all-round, but I really like the performance element of this car. First and foremost, tell us what this car is, what body it is, what motor you've decided to play with, and all the fabrication that makes this car super special.
I started with a 1936 Chevy low cab pickup truck.
Okay.
Handmade frame.
I love fabrication, man. Carry on.
Thank you very much. It's got a 5.3 fuel injected engine in it.
New school.
Yep. Rear mounted twin turbos in the bed. I decided to move them to the back because I wanted the front of the truck to be a very clean profile.
Okay.
When you walked up to it, it looked like a basic LS powered
Set up, clean,
truck.
fresh.
Then when you start looking, there's no throttle body or air filter on in the front of the car. You start wondering why.
Creative thinking. Also saw the way you've worked your intercooling pipes sort of like worked itself into the actual frame of the back section.
Correct.
Tell us a little bit more about that, man.
The exhaust comes straight up through the frame. Turbos are mounted on the exhaust. The frame literally holds the weight of the turbos
Oh, wow.
instead of them floating and just laying on the exhaust themselves. Now the front part of the frame is a 3.1 gallon oil tank, where it's a self-contained oil system separate from the engine to supply the oil to the turbos for cooling.
In the frame.
In the frame.
You see, now there's a lot of planning and thinking and engineering into something like that. Like when you were jotting or scribbling some stuff down, what made you come up with all these concepts, and how difficult was it for you to fabricate or actually, you know, make them happen and work?
Well, I just kind of went on a whim as I built this thing.
You want to come back home, man? I got two drift cars. You can go on a whim all day long if this is the kind of work that you're pulling out, because this came out really, really fresh.
Thank you very much.
Not only is the outside looking really fresh, but the interior, this man clearly is a creative being. Tell us a little bit more about the seats and the textiles that you used for the seat.
The inside of the seat is actually made from ironclad performance mechanics cloth. Anybody who works on cars wears mechanics.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what more better than to have a bunch of hands on your butt when you're driving the car?
You took the words away from me, man. Like, you're literally hands-on kind of guy.
Yes.
Damn! Part-time, 6 months, and you get something as crazy, as cool as that. Ladies and gentlemen, you know we got some talented individuals in this world, in this universe, building some cool cars.
Don't worry, guys, the show is far from over. When we come back, we chat to Gary and Olivia before we give them their call.
Whenever they give me answers, I tell them they must respect me. I'm a celebrity. I'm going to be on TV.
Welcome back to Tuned in SA. So this season, we've been rebuilding Gary's Ranger. He knows absolutely nothing about it. For all he knows, it could be pink. Gary, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I hope it's not pink.
Welcome to you as well, Olivia. What has the anticipation been like?
Well, it's been nerve-wracking, to be honest with you. You know, when the first, I thought, yes, in 3 weeks, it won't be that bad. But, you know, after the first week, it became a nightmare. Not having my baby with me, But finally, it's time.
It's time. And Olivia, how has he been at home? Have the family been supportive? Has he been using this as a ploy?
Oh, he's been torturing us with it. Everything that he's doing is, we will see, and we will wait when his car comes. He won't be using mine anymore or my daughter's. We will see to finish. That's what his word says. So we're in for it.
So rumor has it that you've become a little bit of a celebrity.
Yes, and that I've been using to my advantage at home.
Okay, how?
Whenever they give me answers, I tell them they must respect me. I'm a celebrity. I'm going to be on TV.
Well, now you are here and you are on TV, and Vic and Justin are standing by to do the big reveal that's coming up in just a little bit. But for now, we've got a tuning tip. And Sam wants to know how she can make her exhaust sound a little bit more powerful. And the guys from Powerflow Midrand have all the answers.
There are multiple components to an exhaust system. You can start from the manifold to the mid pipe, to the down pipe, to the back section. Ideally, the most power gains or the most fuel efficient system will always start at the front end. So the manifold or the down pipe in a turbo car is always the best place to start. A lot of people these days have a perception that you want to run a straight pipe on a car. Don't do that, guys. It's not good for the engine, especially if it's your daily drive. You got to ensure that there's enough back pressure. You got to ensure that after installing an aftermarket exhaust system, be it a performance system or close to OEM, the air entering the car and the air exiting the car is on the same wavelength. So you don't have cars that get damaged later on, because those are one of the consequences of fitting an incorrect exhaust system to a car.
So it's about that time, ladies and gentlemen, that we've all eagerly been waiting. We're about to reveal the car makeover competition, but just before we do that, let's have some final words from Justin from Big Boss Auto himself. Justin, what do you got to say to excited Gary and his fam?
Well, we really enjoyed doing the project. It was something different. We do a lot of buckies and a lot of things, and I think a lot of people don't realize how many of them we do. So it was nice to do something like that. I really think that Gary's going to be happy. I think the family's going to be happy with it. I heard a rumor that he wanted a Tata, so we traded in the Ford and got him a Tata. So I don't know, he might be pretty surprised.
I'll be surprised too, I'm just saying. Gary, just the final moments before we reveal this bad boy, how are you feeling?
Excited, but not for the Tata.
All I can say is the Tata will look good. Justin, help me out real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? On the drum roll of 3, 2, 1.
Yes, awesome, awesome. Guys, thank you very much. Justin, yes, it's a good job, man.
How do you feel? Do you like the color? The color is very unique. You like
I
it?
love the color. I love it. I love it. I like the arches. Yes, man. It looks awesome.
Have a look, have a feel, have a touch, have an embrace.
I'll have an embrace. I missed it. Yes, it looks awesome.
So mom and pops, any final words about this reveal, this fresh new ride? Because it's like literally a fresh new ride. It doesn't look anything like what you added.
First thing I want to say is thanks to Ignition TV. Justin from
Big Boss
Auto.
South Boys.
Thanks for the great job that you guys did and everyone else that was involved in this build. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I'm going to give you like a COVID-free sort of hug from a distance because I can't get too close.
Yeah.
But this is how we throw it down, ladies and gentlemen. A big shout out once again to Justin from Big Boss Auto. Not just Justin himself, but he's got a big team. Guys been working, all these partners, all our partners. And most importantly, thank you very much for entering the makeover competition. This is what we love to do. We want these facial expressions. You're still going to take it home. Your family's going to see it. You're going to have another party, another reveal when you get home. And this weekend, you're going to have a bride. You're going to have some mates over, some friends over. And you're going to feel this exhilaration every single time you drive that car.
Most definitely.
So Gary and family, I'm going to step out of the scene. You carry on appreciating your fresh new ride. Do like this wheel very much.
Well, Gary, now you've got your Ford back. I'm sure you must be excited, very happy with it. I think it's looking really awesome. We're going to take you through what we've done to it to change it to what it is now. We started off with a major service. We did an engine flush, we did a radiator flush, engine oil, all the filters. We fitted a BMC performance filter which will allow it to breathe better and give you better fuel consumption. From there, the next step on the van was to do the interior. It needed a change, it needed some refreshing. So we've done some customizing inside there with some of the color coding. We've redone the seats in genuine leather with a two-tone finish on them. I really think the interior came out nice and matches nicely to the outside as well. So the vehicle looks like one unit. We took it through to Tim at Rap My Ride and they came up with a really cool color that matched with the theme we were going with. It looks different. I haven't seen another one done in those colors. It looks modern, it looks trendy. I think you'll be very happy with that as well. The guys from Aero Automotive coming on board, they would supply us with a rear load cover. They supplied us with a tailgate drop, roll bar, the side steps, the front nudge bar. So there was a lot of work to do on that. But those were all things that were going to complement what was going on. We fitted a set of Hella LED spotlights. We fitted Philips brighter globes, the cool blue globes into the headlights and the fog lights, all to give you better light. From there, the next step was small trims that we put onto it. We put the window bubbles, we put the bonnet guard, we changed the grille, we changed the badging front and back, all things that would complement the look of what we were going for. Our goal is always to make a vehicle that looks very balanced and looks like the inside matches with the outside, everything looks right and works nicely together. I think we can really thank our partners that came on board. A-Line Wheels supplied us a really nice set of wheels that matched up. Rap My Ride did a brilliant job as always. Aero Automotive came on board with some really nice bits that finish the bucky off, make it a lot more aggressive. The rest has come from the side of Big Boss Auto and the guys that work in the back, putting a good job together, doing everything nicely, finishing everything off and putting it all together. I think we can be proud of the job that's come together, and I really hope that Gary enjoys the bakkie for a long time to come. I'm sure he can ride it around with lots of pride.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how we throw it down every single season of Tuned In SA. Good vibes and great rides, die hele dag.
Yep, and this car looks absolutely phenomenal.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how we come to our ultimate final episode.
Yep, so from Vic and I for the last time, we'll see you next season.